Well, it's been a little bit, but we finally got another new look at the Blue Beetle. Some recent concept art has given us the best look yet at Xolo Mariduena suited up as Jamie Reyes. So let's dive into the new picture and talk about what's going on with the upcoming film. Well, as many of you know, Blue Beetle was originally set up to be one of the low-budget DC movies that was headed over to HBO Max. There was a whole series of them planned, including the now-defunct Batgirl, Black Canary, and Zatanna. But once that Warner Brothers Discovery merger went down, everything got thrown into the wind, and what was happening with the Blue Beetle was really up in the air. Now, since then, this has all settled down, and he's definitely getting a theater release next August. Quite the upgrade. But whether Jaime will be among those characters to make a leap into the new DCU, well, it's hard to say. Now, if this film is a hit, there's a solid chance he will be part of the new DCU. Just where he fits into James Gunn's plan, we're gonna have to wait and see. He definitely seems pretty open to including the characters, or at least any characters that work in the plan, so I think the future is pretty ripe for Jaime Reyes. Now, earlier today, we did get a little bit of concept art via Flash Film News, and it's a pretty good look at the character in costume. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now, obviously this picture is run through a filter and it's kind of been tweaked a bit, but it really does give you a pretty good idea of what this costume is going to look like. We saw a lot of on-set pictures, but we haven't really seen it in the polished light of final production will give us, and I think this gives us an idea of the approach that this movie is going to take. I have to say, I think the costume looks pretty phenomenal, and honestly, the sooner we get to see it in action, the better. Now, this is sort of sad because I'm absolutely not anticipating any trailers being attached with Shazam! Fury of the Gods. There's no signs to that yet, but I do believe we're going to see Jaime Reyes in action pretty soon. A lot of times those first trailers drop at about the 6-month mark, sometimes the 3-month mark, so anytime in the next 90 days, we have a solid chance of finally getting a look at the movie. Now, we still don't really know too much about the movie, but it's definitely pulled right from the comics. We know in the film, recent college graduate Jaime Reyes will return home full of aspirations for his future, only to find home is not quite as he left it. As he searches for his purpose in the world, fate intervenes and Jaime unexpectedly finds himself in possession of an ancient alien biotech known as the Scarab. Now, as you know, it's not about finding the Scarab, it's about the Scarab choosing you. And once the Scarab and Jaime bond, it bestows upon him an incredible suit of armor and a huge set of unpredictable and really amazing powers that the suit manifests. We also know he's facing off with Susan Sarandon, who will play Victoria Cord, and I'm sure a group of supporting characters that might have some surprising faces from the DC Universe. Now, the film is set to be released on August the 18th, 2023, so we have just over 6 months to wait. I think this is going to be a huge sleeper hit for DC this year and could surprise not only fans, but also critics. But we'll have to wait and see.